back to back on the turntables, back to back, and spin it on the back to back on the back to back, and spin it on the back to back on the turntables, spin it on the turn, and spin it on the turntables.
We're gonna get started in a second here after this ad break ends.
I'm at a loss and I'm challenging you. I'm at a fed I'm getting facing, I'm getting seeing through. Right before your eyes, but you stop it blind. Got to say the light is now. So you know that we are there.
All right, y'all, we're gonna get started here.
No more heroes, it's hero making. Catch on nobody but yourself. Nothing less to do.
Travis, it's kill or be killed.
Okay, so thank you guys so much for waiting through that starting soon screen. Today we're gonna be discussing some stuff about the gaming industry as in general, some gaming news, and then playing some Call of Duty. Just mainly because I think it'd be some interesting things to talk about, like how more expensive games are getting every day, just some of the different technology that we've been seeing in some of the new modern games coming out, and how some have been poorly optimized, not really working, and how some people lean on different technologies like AI upscaling. This is your DLSSs, your FSRs, your frame gens. For those who are unaware, it basically is a fancy term for taking a lower resolution of your game, like something like 1080p, and the game upscaling it to something like 1440 in order to make your game run better and get you more frames, but it can cause other issues like blurriness and sometimes artifacts in your games, and just other stuff in general, like classic games that are really good, and just different things going on currently. Both why it can be such a great thing for technology to be making such big improvements, and why we're kind of seeing a graphical bottleneck and a bit of a budget bottleneck too, because games are getting too expensive for a lot of companies to feel comfortable making them the same way that they do. With that being said, we have games coming out. We have Monster Hunter Wilds coming out in February. We have the new Virtual Fighter at the end of this month, with a few other games as well coming in the next 3 months. Assassin's Creed Shadows in February as well. And just so many different things coming and so many different projects in the works. We're actually going to talk about some of those projects today. I know we started talking about gaming, but we also do have some movie projects in the works based around video games. One of those being Helldivers 2, which we're actually about to talk about now. But before we get into the news, like I said before, I hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you guys are having great days. If you're not having so great of a day, I hope your day gets better, things of that nature. Just generally always hoping for the best for you guys. And today we're gonna actually start out by reading our first article. That being, like I said before, Sony has announced a Helldivers 2 film is in production. That being a Sony smash hit PlayStation Studios video game Helldivers 2 is being adapted into a film. This was announced during Sony's CES 2025 press conference. The Helldivers 2 movie is a collaboration between Sony Productions and Sony Pictures. No other details were offered though. And speaking on stage at CES, Assad, I don't even know how to pronounce the last name here. I'm gonna zoom in a little closer so you guys can see it. I just don't want to butcher it. But head of PlayStation Production said that he is looking ahead as to what might come next. I'm excited to announce we are working with Sony Pictures on developing a film adaptation of our amazingly popular PlayStation game Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 from developer Arrowhead is of course heavily inspired by cult classic sci-fi movie Starship Troopers, of course. Sea soldiers of the future struggle to defend the fastest super Earth regime against alien robots called automatons and bugs called Terminids. I almost said Tyranids there. The Warhammer fan of me came out. All while preaching managed democracy. Helldivers 2 is the fastest selling PlayStation Studios game of all time with an incredible 12 million copies sold in just 12 weeks, which is dope. Currently enjoying a resurgence after the release of the long-awaited Illuminate update, which adds a third faction for players to fight against. This is the returning faction from the first game for those who don't know. And also announced at Sony's CES 2025 press conference as a movie adaptation of Guerrilla's Horizon Zero Dawn, which is actually what we're going to be reading about next. And of course, Ghost of Tsushima is also receiving an anime adaptation as well, which I believe we've talked about before. I'm not 100% sure. But our second article of the day, funnily enough, was going to be the Horizon Zero Dawn movie. We haven't really received too much news on like what the Ghost of Tsushima movies are all going to be portraying and what it's all going to have, but they are making one. But yeah, so Sony's Horizon Zero Dawn now is in the works as feature film after planned Netflix series got shelved. So a feature film based on an acclaimed Sony PlayStation video game Horizon Zero Dawn is in the early stages of development as a joint project between Columbia Pictures and PlayStation Productions. And again, the head of PlayStation Productions announced the news as part of Sony's presentation Monday night at CES 2025. If you're not a gamer, but the project still sounds familiar, it's because Horizon Zero Dawn was previously announced back in 2022 as a Netflix series developed by the Umbrella Academy showrunner Steve Blackman in partnership with Michelle Lovretta. And at some point since then, however, the show was quietly shelved. There was no reason for the shift from TV series to feature film. No reason for the shift from TV series to feature film was given during their announcement, but it's notable that in June of 2024, Rolling Stone published an expose in which Blackman was accused of bullying and other toxic behavior by staff members. Blackman has, however, denied all these accusations. In any event, no time frame for the Horizon Zero Dawn adaptation's release was provided. Presumably, it will come out before 2066. Spoiler: the year in which, per the game's timeline, all life on Earth was destroyed. For those who haven't played, Horizon Zero Dawn is an open-world action-adventure game set in the far future where humanity is divided into strange primitive tribes who live amid the decaying ruins of 21st century civilization. In constant conflict with each other, these tribes are also threatened by dangerous machines that mimic long-extinct forms of life. Well, hold on, I don't want to read what the entire story is about, but apparently it's also been turned into a comic book series, and of course they have a Lego video game adaptation, Lego Horizon Adventures, as well as a third installment is being made as well. Alongside Birch, the series featured a stacked voice cast that includes the late Lance Reddick, and in the second game, the Matrix star Carrie Ann Moss. From Amsterdam-based Guerrilla Studios and Sony Interactive, Horizon Forbidden West was released on PlayStation 4 in 2017 and has sold more than 24 million units. Kind of curious to see what they would do as a third game. I didn't think they were gonna do like more than two, so that'll be interesting to see what all they get into. But speaking of bigger games, movies, and budgets, we have Call of Duty, which I think is a game franchise is getting only more expensive as time has gone on. That being, Call of Duty games averaged 500 million development budget, 30 million sales per title up to the Black Ops Cold War. Microsoft and Activision's first-person shooter series Call of Duty has an average development budget of 500 million US dollars. And this comes in a recent court filing. And Patrick Kelly, Activision's current head of creative for Call of Duty franchise, revealed the development budget for 3 Call of Duty titles released between 2015 and 2020 averaged at around 500 million US dollars. Additionally, it was stated that the aforementioned games sold 30 million copies or more, And the information comes from a declaration submitted by Kelly to a California court on December 23rd, 2024. The filing forms part of Activision's legal response to a lawsuit filed in May 2024 over the tragic 2022 school shooting at Robb Elementary in Uvalde, Texas. And they even break down the budgets as well regarding the development costs. Black Ops 3 in 2015, Treyarch developed the game over 3 years with a creative team of hundreds of people and invested over $450 million in development costs over the game's lifecycle. Kelly also disclosed that it has sold 43 million copies. Modern Warfare 2019, Infinity Ward developed the game over several years and spent over $640 million in development costs throughout the game's lifecycle, and it sold 41 million copies. And Black Ops Cold War, right before 6, came out in 2020. Treyarch and Raven Software took years to create the game with a team of hundreds of creatives, and they ultimately spent over $700 million in development costs over the game's lifecycle, 30 million copies sold, which is insane. What is that? I think it was Cold War, then Modern Warfare 3 came out. I'm not 100% sure. Oh. But the lawsuit pertaining to the Uvalde school shooting partially attributed to the tragedy and to Meta's Instagram and Activision's Call of Duty, alleging that their platformers and content influenced by the teenage perpetrator of the mass shooting, which claimed the lives of 19 students and 2 adults. In comparison to development budgets mentioned above for Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Modern Warfare 2019, and Black Ops Cold War, Sony Interactive first-party titles The Last of Us Part 2 and Horizon Forbidden West had a development budget of $220 and $212 million, respectively. Which is like, it's crazy to see these numbers, because then you start thinking like how much of this has to go into developing a game nowadays. Like how, like it's called AAA for a reason, but I have to like ask the question, what makes video games so expensive nowadays? Is it the technology? Is it the marketing? Is it the voice acting? Is it all that in one? I know Call of Duty is always going to be like a mainline entry. I don't think Call of Duty is going to go away unless Call of Duty wants to go away, because it's such a household name and it really can grab the casual crowd like no other game can. Because if you don't, if you ask people what they play, then the average casual gamer is going to say, and this isn't as an insult, but just like what most people who like play video games here and there will normally say, they'll say things like Call of Duty, GTA, Fortnite, maybe Roblox, because Roblox is really popular. There's different live service games like that, maybe PUBG, because PUBG is still so big. But you have all these other games that are out and have all these like household mainline entries, and millions of dollars are being pumped into them over time. And it's like, how sustainable is this? Like how much longer can we keep going at this rate that we are? Like we're starting to see developers kind of hit a wall, because now, especially since the PS4 lifeline lasted so long, we haven't really seen like too many big leaps and bounds graphic wise and technology wise. Now it's just like, how much better can the graphics get? How much bigger can the games get before companies are like, all right, we got to scale this back a little bit? We're already seeing it with layoffs and people losing their jobs and companies closing their doors. But I would like to see, a couple smaller budget projects instead of just one big game every 2 years, or every like 3 or 4 years. I think that would be a lot more sustainable than what they're doing now, and a lot easier for a lot of different people. But speaking of PUBG, this is something that's been interesting that I've been noticing as well, which they've added a first co-playable character AI partner. Basically, for those who don't know, PUBG is working on adding an AI partner to actually play a video game with you that you can talk to and actually give call outs to and things of that nature, which is interesting to say the least. I kind of wonder like how they're gonna do this and how in depth this actually will go. But let's go on to find out more, shall we? So developer Crafton is introducing the first co-playable character AI partner for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, PUBG of course, designed to perceive, plan, and act like human players. This new PUBG AI partner utilizes NVIDIA's ACE technology, which allows companies to act companions to act and talk like real players. The rise of artificial intelligence has accelerated over the past few years. The term AI has previously been used in video games to describe certain NPCs that operate with a predefined set of movements and dialogues. Many horror games have relied on AI to create unsettling and realistic enemies, making the experience more threatening for players. Alien Isolation, Outlast, games like those that have like decent or really good AI at times, especially on harder difficulties. Like the Alien and Alien Isolation was so difficult that they had to nerf it and actually adjust how it worked because players were complaining it was too hard, which was crazy to see. But this makes the experience more threatening for players, as you said before. However, none of these have fully replicated the actual feeling of playing with a human being, of course, as AI can sometimes feel clunky and unnatural. Now Nvidia is introducing a whole new type of AI companion. There's also a Skyrim mod like this, if I do remember correctly. But in an Nvidia blog post, the company has revealed the first co-playable character AI partner that will be introduced to PUBG, powered by Nvidia Ace. New technology will allow players to team up on the battlefield with a companion that can think and dynamically adapt to their strategies. It can follow players' goals in the system with various tasks such as looting, pub drops, driving vehicles, and more. The AI partner is powered by a small language model that emulates human decision making. And for those who are curious as to what this looks like, I'll actually play the video here, because I found this interesting, because I want to see how far they get with something like this. It's also kind of scary.
PUBG Ally, the world's first co-playable character designed to play like a human teammate. Hey Ally, I'm looking for a level 3 vest and 5.56 ammo. Keep your eyes peeled.
Found a level 3 vest and ammo nearby. Pinged it for you. Enemy spotted. I'm covering.
Is there a vehicle nearby?
Found one. I will come to you.
I'm ready to get into the action now. Can you flank them?
On it. Moving left. Wait. I'm knocked out. Crawling to you now.
Just hang on.
Lord.
Whew, I couldn't have done it without you.
I know. I carry for a living.
Them emoting at the end is what kills me, because I want to see, like, if you were to start dancing or like doing stupid stuff, what the AI companion would actually do. Like, what the AI companion start raging at you passive aggressively, being like, I don't think we should be here in the open right now. I do wonder how far they're gonna get with this and how many people are actually going to use it. Like, is this something that's gonna automatically be added to you, or I don't know, but it seems like that would be funnily like a way to just get free content for a lot of content creators. So that might be something a lot of people do. But yeah, so in the real trailer, obviously the player speaks directly to the AI companion, asking it to find specific ammo. You guys saw that already. But they also want to implement this technology in other games such as Naraka Blade Point and Enzoi. As explained in the blog post, this new technology opens up a whole new world of possibilities for video game creators, allowing them to envision games in entirely new ways. Please don't give them any ideas. NVIDIA Ace could enable a new type of gameplay where interactions are driven exclusively by player prompts and AI-generated responses, expanding the number of video game genres in the future. Even though the use of AI in video games has faced criticism in the past, rightfully so, it is undeniable how revolutionary this new technology could be for the medium moving forward. PUBG has undergone significant changes over the years, with this new feature can set it apart. However, it remains to be seen how effective and useful it will ultimately be for new players, or for players. I'm really wondering about this, because instead of people using AI for things in enhanced games, like how everybody, you know, wants it to be used, or how people, what's the word for it, advertise it, it's always used to cut corners and always used to get someone out of a job and not pay somebody money that they would owe them, rightfully so. Like, instead of having somebody write a person's lines and use a companion and maybe have like a list of prompts to use, like, this one sounds interesting because it would be dynamic and it would be happening in real time, and you'd be tossing ideas back and forth with something that could learn, but it just ends up not really having that great execution. It ends up being either half-baked, not done well, and super clunky, and it ends up being a bigger issue and causing a lot more problems than it solves. Like how some people use AI to help them with their coding and programming, and they'll like write lines of code, and what would be like take a person an hour to do, it would take them like 30 minutes, but then they have to spend the next 2 hours fine-tuning and checking everything the AI companion wrote. And you end up spending more time on the code than you would have otherwise naturally. There's just different, generally stuff like that. It's always weird to me. But moving on away from AI and on to different things, in terms of like things that caught me off guard this year, I didn't think this was happening, but we kept hearing whispers about it. And now we finally heard, like, officially it's been confirmed that Microsoft has said their handheld gaming PC should bring the best of Xbox and Windows together. For those who don't know, Xbox is indeed working on a new handheld device. But the future of Microsoft's handheld gaming plans includes a marriage between the best of Xbox and Windows. And that's according to Microsoft's Xbox hardware veteran Jason Ronald, who also teased that the company would have a lot more to share later this year on what exactly its Windows-powered handheld vision might look like. They go on to say that we've been really innovating for a long time in the console space, and as we partner across the industry, it's really about how do we bring those innovations that we've incubated and developed in the console space and bring them to PC and bring them to the handheld gaming space. Ronald is speaking specifically here about Microsoft's plans for handheld gaming on Windows devices, which sounds like something we'll see bear fruit sooner than Xbox's much mooted gaming-specific handheld. And indeed, Xbox boss Phil Spencer, who has spoken repeatedly of his desire for Microsoft to launch an Xbox handheld, said in November that such a device was still likely a few years away. And it's bringing the best of Xbox and Windows together because we have spent the last 20 years building a world-class operating system, but it's really locked to the console. And what we're really doing now is we're focused on how do we bring those experiences for both players and developers to the broader Windows ecosystem. We're focused on really simplifying that and making it much more like a console experience. And our goal is to put the player in their library at the center of experience and not all the Windows work that you have to do today. Examples of this include removing the need for PC-centric inputs such as a keyboard and mouse and moving away from Windows relying on the use of a classic interface features such as the taskbar and start menu. For those who don't know, this would mainly refer to the Lenovo Legion Go, which runs on Windows 11, and a few other handhelds like that who happen to run on Windows instead of like Linux, the Steam OS operating system that Valve uses for their Linux systems for like the Steam Deck, or if you use Bazite, which is what most people use to dual boot Windows and Linux, or just straight up boot into Linux on these handheld devices. You always have the issues like you have to plug in a keyboard, a mouse to navigate it easier, how Windows can feel clunky to really use versus the Steam Deck OS, which is just basically, if you ever use Steam Deck picture mode, that's a lot like what it's like to use the Steam Deck OS, but with much more customization. You can customize the look, layout, design, add in different plugins for it. And with Microsoft trying to release a new handheld now to this day, we have so many different choices and so many different options that it's going to be so much more competitive than what it would have been like if they'd done this a few years ago. Because right now we have the ROG Ally, the ROG Ally X from Asus. We got the Lenovo Legion Go 1, the Lenovo Legion Go 2. Then we also have the Lenovo Legion Go S. We have the Switch. We're going to get a Switch 2. We have the PlayStation Portal, which is Sony's version of a handheld console that they have to stream games to, but they're trying to work on more wireless and cloud streaming options with that. So for Microsoft to come around and try to release a handheld now with everything that's going on, it's like, well, this thing is going to have to bang. This thing is going to have to be great if they want to be competitive in this market now, because it's so saturated. And that's not even mentioning like all the different counterparts that come from outside the US, like the AO Neo Slide or the AO Neo, and you know, so on and so forth, and so many other products. There's so many gaming PC handhelds and gaming emulator handhelds now that it's more saturated than it ever has been. By the way, what's up, Sonic? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, we're just discussing some gaming news and how Microsoft wants to make a gaming handheld that's a fusion between Xbox and PC. And just how like some other people have done it better so far and quicker. And just seeing now what they can bring to the table. Because I don't think it's not as if they couldn't be competitive, especially with so many other people making innovations and doing things in the space that they can kind of just see what everybody else is doing and see what we may be missing in the market. But I'm not holding my breath for this one. And speaking of Microsoft, we have some more news from them from their Game Pass, which is apparently games on Game Pass lose up to 80% of expected sales on Xbox. But of course, like always, there's more to the story. So they gotta sit down somewhere I can afford for more bad purchase decisions. I feel that. But the great thing about this is there's so much competition. There's so many things in the market right now that everything that's already been released is getting cheaper. Like I have a Lenovo Legion Go right here, right? This is I want to say mobile PC gaming handheld, right? Which essentially it's a mobile computer from Lenovo. And this is how big it is. Like this thing is huge. It has a kickstand on the back. And these controllers actually do pop off like a switch, and they actually go into an FPS mode, so you can use one controller as a mouse due to the sensor on the bottom, and then use the other one as like a whole like the left click right click thing. But this is really cool. It has a USB-C port on the top and on the bottom, but besides like nerding out and going through the whole spiel and acting like I'm selling a product, it's that's gonna be the type of thing like Microsoft is competing with, on top of what Nintendo's working on top of like what Sony's working on, and so many other companies and developers. Like this, that's what they're competing with. Like this I bought sometime last year, and this screen is huge, by the way. So it's like them hopping into the market isn't necessarily a bad thing, because more competition means it's greater for us, means a lot of things are going to be discounted, means that we're gonna have to see innovation. They're gonna have to do something different. They're gonna have to offer something better if they want people's money. But yeah, as expensive as things are, we really don't need it. We really don't need it. But let me go on and talk more about this Game Pass news. So many Xbox titles find success in terms of player engagement, with Game Pass offering a vast library for subscribers to explore. However, while these games may be popular with players, they don't sell as well as games outside the subscription service, leading to concerns about how this affects developers. Christopher Dring, former director of games industry, talked about this issue during a Q&A session, sharing data that shows how Xbox Game Pass affects the sales of games in its catalog. And anecdotally, games that are in Game Pass can expect to lose around 80% of its expected premium sales on Xbox. And that's the figure that gets thrown around. And he added that the effect is less pronounced for major mainstream releases, but still noticeable. Look at how low Hellblade 2 charted. Well, it's also because like 60% of players only play games that are 5 years or older. Or when Indiana Jones came, or even Starfield. Game Pass clearly hurt sales of those titles on Xbox. And Game Pass clearly hurt sales on those titles on Xbox, but if it's a game on multiple platforms, it can be beneficial. That surge in players on one Xbox can have a strong impact on sales on PlayStation, for instance. And Microsoft has previously stated that Game Pass is profitable. However, the subscription model is quite different from how games have been traditionally sold. He further said, "I am actually torn on subscription. I believe it can lead to lost revenue, and services like this make it harder for everybody else. Try being an indie game on Xbox right now that's not on Game Pass." But he also acknowledged the benefits of Game Pass in an increasingly competitive gaming landscape. Getting people to play your game in 2024 and 2025 is so hard, and subscription gets games in front of lots of people. We know from data that there are still a lot of people that only play Call of Duty, and some of those people decided to get Call of Duty this year via Game Pass, and those very same people took the opportunity to play some other games on Game Pass that they wouldn't have otherwise played. It's hard to argue that that's a bad thing. You going to say, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think Game Pass helps more people discover games, or does it make things harder for developers? Let us know in the comments below. I definitely would say, like, you know, for every Hi-Fi Rush, there's like, I'm trying to think of a game that has come out and been released on Game Pass that didn't do so well. I'd say there's like a Midnight Club, not the racing game, but it's that one horror game where you play as a bunch of kids who only come out during the nighttime to try and investigate different things going on in their town, to try and solve a mystery, which was also, I think, on Game Pass but didn't do so hot. It's like, you have your Call of Duties, you have your mainline entries, you have so many games that can do so well and can get in front of people, but if your company needs the revenue, how do you convince everybody who played it on Game Pass to also buy and support the game, you know? Only bought Game Pass for Call of Duty? Feel that. Midnight Club was actually good. It was. But you really don't see a lot of people talking about it or playing it, because like either a lot of these games are hidden, or like they have their time and then people kind of just move on because of how competitive things are in the industry now. But that was also like a really good Game Pass game that I also got to play. It was really fun. Like I ended up buying it. But it's just, you know, with 60% of more people not playing new games that come out and only playing things like Fortnite, COD, Roblox, things of that nature, Sea of Thieves, games that have come out 4 or 5 years ago, and they're playing those continuously. How do you get your game in front of people nowadays, especially with them getting more and more expensive to develop? Like some companies, like a good example of an indie game that like they had to pull out all the stops just to get their game released, that I think about quite often, is this game called Pocket Bravery. Like, this is just an example that came into my mind. For you guys to know, this is like an indie fighting game that came out not too long ago. It had a dope art style. It was a little more old school. The characters like were all like pretty sick, and it was pretty hard. Like it's a fighting game that has a lot of different features in it, a distinct art style, and the developers, like one of the people who worked on this game, had to sell his car to get this game out the door. He sold his car to get this game out the door. It's very big over in Brazil because I believe the developers themselves are Brazilian, but like it's a pretty solid fighting game that's really fun. They've had DLC releases, they've had new characters coming out, they've had new additions to the game, but I really don't see people, you know, like talking about it or playing it too much because, you know, we have Tekken, we have Street Fighter, we have Mortal Kombat. Unfortunately, we have Mortal Kombat 1. And it's like you have so many different games that come out every single day that if you're a game like this, getting on Game Pass can kind of like be both a blessing and a curse because you do miss some revenue, but a lot of people who probably didn't know your game existed or probably were curious about it but didn't have the funds to pick it up get a chance to try it, because it's so hard to get your game, like get eyes on your game if you're a new IP or you're a smaller studio and you can't pay millions and millions of dollars for marketing. Like, this game is very fun. I was playing it yesterday. Like, it's really enjoyable. Had a decent story, but of course, you know, nowadays it's not enough for your game to be good. It has to be great. It has to be revolutionary. It has to be something solid, or like, it's not just enough for it to be fun anymore, which is like part of the point of the gaming industry becoming unsustainable now. Like, budgets are increasing, everything's getting more expensive, the economy isn't as good as it could be, which is one of the reasons why I think like this article was so divisive, because it's like, oh, we get more eyes on our game, but we also don't make as much money from having more people look at the game, which is why I brought up like an anomaly like Hi-Fi Rush, where the game dropped no marketing, just got passed around by word of mouth because the game was so good, it was so unique, it was so like, it was really great, to the point where you're going up and picking up a studio that had its doors closed because you're like, this game was too good to let y'all studio die. Like, if they're not safe, who is? But that's another thing too. Like, speaking of ballooning budgets and stuff like that, we have one of the games that kind of started it all, Crysis. If you've been in PC gaming for at least a year, like have been around in the gaming space for a few years, you've already heard this meme quite a few times. You know, yeah, my computer's good, but can it run Crysis? This is the game that started that. But Crytek went so overboard on the Crysis tech, it created a whole new blushing system, implemented nose shadows, and sent devs to photograph leaves in Haiti to get the translucency right. They went crazy trying to get shaders working on this game, building this engine. So much that it was frying PCs. This is the game that started that. Came out in 07. 2007 shooter and part-time meme Crysis is the subject of an in-depth retrospective in the latest issue of PC Gamer magazine, in which Rick Lane sits down with Crytek CEO Savat Yurley to go over the game's development. Coming off the back of Far Cry, the studio's ambition for what its next game would deliver in terms of physics and visuals was huge, which to the extent of that one of the minor tasks Crytek set itself was to build a new engine that could achieve a level of visual complexity that CryEngine 1 was never built for. The new engine allowed us to drill into things like snow shaders, frozen shaders, and some of this work was really cool, but the shader work that came out of this was mind-blowing at times. He went on to make a distinction between the photorealism and video realism, with the latter being Crytek's goal for how its jungle environment would look. Video realism was about how things in motion should look real as opposed to in screenshots. And video realism allowed us to study motion blur, depth of field, animations, physical reactions. Breakable trees came out of this. And where we said we've got to have destructible vegetation. Crytek decided the only way to get its jungle perfect was to go and photograph the real thing. So it sent a research team of developers to Haiti to document an actual jungle environment as best as they could. They took a gazillion photos and videos, and they studied the light interactions with the trees and canopies for God rays and subsurface scattering. This soft green translucency where the sun is behind the leaf. Subsurface scattering was a technology that existed already in engines, but was super slow and nobody had done it at scale. Speaking of that, you know, funnily enough, the first time we had ray tracing was in A Bug's Life. It was only shot in 2 scenes, and that movie came out, I think, what, 19... Let me see. I don't know why. This just reminded me of that. 1998. 1998. This is the first time I think ray tracing was used like this. I could be wrong about the first time, but that was one of the earliest iterations we saw of ray tracing used. But yeah, subsurface scattering was a technology that existed already in engines, but it was super slow and nobody had done it at scale. And Crytek got properly into the weeds on dynamic lighting, with the early and the team refusing anything else less than high quality dynamic lights and shadows in a detailed open world environment, on top of which all the flora had to move. Both the organic sway of nature and rustling array and responding to things like characters brushing past. So they were trying to simulate the trees for physics, and they were bending them in different wind directions, and then eventually the light and shadows will all be in real time, all the way subsurface scattering on the leaves. This led to the studio's half-joking assertion that one tree has more technology built in than the entire algorithm for rendering Far Cry. This dedication can sometimes tip over into something that looks a little like obsession, with the tech also being applied to character surfaces and how they move. Ridley says that Crysis including a skin shader that's precise down to the eyes. Even the eye had like shadow within the eyeballs. Shadow maps are calculated for the face itself, so when the light was shining from a certain angle, the nose would cast a shadow. This is crazy. But the game even had dedicated skin shader that, if required, could make characters blush. And it's probably why we're still talking about the game nearly 2 decades later. But even if you never notice your super soldier blushing, the full interview contains much more over-the-top ambition of Crysis development, some of which had amusing and unexpected outcomes. The game's magical nanosuit turned out so convincing that an actual nanotech conference asked Yearly to give a keynote speech. He said, the developer had to go on to say, "Excuse me, but this is all fake." Which is insane. So that this game came out in 2007 and was that influential and that revolutionary for the time. Which is like crazy to see and like crazy to reflect on. And I don't think we're ever going to see anything like that again. Well, actually, I'm not sure. I think we have seen things like this since. Especially like games that look good or have like a really good art direction or style, or use their own baked in lighting instead of doing like ray tracing. It's how we get games like the Batman Arkham series. Like Arkham Knight still looks really good. Arkham City still looks great. Because the studio didn't rely on ray tracing or other like AI upscaling technology to kind of like cut corners. You're not saying that ray tracing can never look good or never like really look nice, but in terms of the performance that you have to give up to get ray tracing to look good versus baked in lighting that we had like 10 years ago, 5 years ago, I'd rather have studios do baked in lighting instead of doing just relying on ray tracing. That's one of the reasons why Silent Hill 2 doesn't run as well as it could. But speaking of things looking bonkers and things looking crazy, not too long ago, we got the first in-engine look at the next Virtua Fighter game, Virtua Fighter 6. For those who don't know, the last Virtua Fighter game we got as a brand new release was in 2006. You know, we had Ultimate Showdown, we had Final Showdown, which are both improvements to 5. Last new Virtua Fighter game that came out was on the 360. As one of the earliest releases on the 360. And while this trailer isn't actual gameplay, it's a proof of concept that's actually pretty crazy. Which, if you guys look at the original trailer, let me see if I can actually show y'all the original trailer.
10th anniversary.
Let me skip ahead here. Let's just show y'all what it looks like again, in case anybody forgot or didn't see it the first time. I don't know who he was fighting, but you just know this man is getting done dirty. Jesus. So we have Akira here who just sent somebody through a wall. And then we do get to see like a few seconds of gameplay right after that here. I'm gonna show you guys why this is relevant. So these are 2 people playing this game, by the way. Like, you see how smooth it is, but they recently had a new engine look, which is a pre-development concept video, which kind of goes to show how far along this idea they have, like this vision they have for this new game actually is. I don't think we're gonna be seeing actual just regular gameplay anytime soon. But when you look at stuff like this, like, it's kind of crazy. So like that same way dude got pushed into the store earlier is the same thing we just see here as part of like the concept, which I think, if done correctly, could be really sick to see. Like the extra emphasis on hits here, that camera cut. Like, it seems like something so small, but when you look at it, Virtua Fighter has always been a series where people have, it's always innovated. It's always innovative with every new one. Like, we wouldn't have DOA, we wouldn't have Tekken, we wouldn't have Soul Calibur, we wouldn't have 3D fighting games as we have it today without Virtua Fighter. Virtua Fighter is the grandfather of every single 3D fighting game that's been released. Literally, like, everything is directly inspired by it. But like this type of principle here, I do wonder if we're gonna see stuff like dynamic blocking, which you guys know, obviously, like different games where you block, your character kind of just sits there statically, like, you know, their hands might react somewhat, but when they're moving, it's nothing really crazy. Hey, yo. It's kind of funny, Nia, that nobody decided to redeem it. I guess everybody's been conditioned to constantly think you were gonna be first. What's up, Hybrid? That they just let it be. It's kind of wild. I'm just talking about Virtual Fighter, gaming technology, and things of that nature, where I'm discussing like the concept of dynamic blocking and like different animations and how smooth Virtual Fighter has always looked. Because when I played Virtual Fighter 5, like when I played Revo, like the beta, and I used to play like Ultimate Showdown here and there on the Xbox 360, as old as it was, I didn't appreciate it for what it was, because I didn't know what, I wasn't really too into fighting games at the time. So seeing something as flashy as Tekken or Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter here and there, and just seeing how stylized and how over the top those games could be at times, I was like, okay, this is dope. Like, this is really cool. This is sick to look at. Like, this is immediately, I'm getting that immediate feedback. But it makes me appreciate nowadays how much more controlled and smooth of an experience Virtua Fighter is, because I can follow the moves. I'm not watching somebody, you know, dash cancel and animation cancel, and I don't have to like immediately guess what's coming next. Like, everything looks fluid, everything looks smooth, everything looks like you're watching a martial arts flick. Like, you're watching two people actually fight for real, which is really dope. And that's not something a lot of games like can do nowadays. It's like, you look at Tekken, you're like, oh my God, you know, we have lasers, we have guns, we have all these flashy mechanics and effects, all these giant explosions just in your face. You don't really get to see the style to style martial art interaction that we used to in other games. Like, most of the time, it's like now a character has a fighting style, and then you barely see anything resembling that fighting style. It's like, okay, so this person's a wrestler. Oh, they're a grappler. And half the moves they're using aren't like regular, you know, wrestling moves. It's like you might see a German suplex here, you know, a belly to belly throw, and then a wrestler just throws and then beating the tar out of you. Here, it's like this right here. Like, imagine you're holding a block button and you're kind of like trying to alternate between that, but you have different animations playing. And then somebody does like a guard crush or like, you know, a button that counters your counter. And then the camera just zooms in and you got smacked in the face. Like, I don't know how this would play, but just the concept or like thinking behind that is really cool. And they make it clear, like, there's a whole pre-development in engine footage, not actual gameplay. They're like, this is not actual gameplay. But just the thought process behind that and the fact that we're probably not going to be seeing any actual meters for characters makes me hopeful that this is going to be like a slow, grounded experience. I shouldn't say slow, but a much more controlled and grounded experience that people have been like begging, I think, a little more modern fighting games to have. Because a lot of people say that a lot of the common criticisms are, oh, Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6 are just so random, they're so volatile, they're hard to control. Because with the heat mechanics, with how hyper aggressive everything is, or like, you know, crouch and medium kick drive rush, crouch medium punch on wake up, you know, things, crouch light punch on wake up to try and avoid Oki setups and things of that nature. Like, this might be the slow and controlled experience that more people really wanted. It's like, oh, okay, well, I don't like how fast and how aggressive this game is anymore. I can go back to something like this that's still pretty quick, still allows for different moment-to-moment interactions, but still feels smooth, still feels like I'm not just guessing immediately. It's not like how some people have said, like, Tekken feels like a 50-50 casino, which I don't necessarily think is true, but, you know, that's a whole another argument entirely. Like this right here, getting countered, like this type of zoom in here on a counter frame with a slight impact, the slight slows, like this is cool. And we're seeing something like this, right? When, if we go back to this trailer, we did see the same thing here. This is looking consistent with what they've shown us before. Like this right here is what we just saw somebody have done to them. And if we take the same principle of like dynamic animations playing while you're blocking and while you're moving and while you're fighting another person, like these are two people playing. And if we slow down this actual playback speed to like 0.5, you can kind of see this. He's ducking as she's doing her kick. She's moving her hands in response to the blocks. And that right there seemed to be like a throw or a guard break, but you see how smooth that animation was? Right here? She's rolling to get up. She immediately swats his hand. This isn't just like a block. This is how some people do it in Tekken. Like Tekken has that animation I've seen, but with her going all the way through, instead of Tekken, they'll smack your hands down like this, like you're playing King, if you're playing Jin. I think Jun does it sometimes. But the actual movement with this and her stepping back and raising her leg to block his kick and then swatting his hand down again, and then him like literally using his forearms to block these, like that's cool. And sidestepping this and that emphasis there, like that's sick. That's for people who might be confused. Like the level of smoothness in a fighting game is something you can appreciate so much more when you play it at higher levels, because it's so confusing to look at a person doing a hell sweep and wondering what's happening next, because you can't see it. You can't see it. You have to guess. But here, everything looking so smooth and fluid, and having that impact, that subtlety, that nuance is big. Like that's huge. That's why like seeing demos like this is such a big deal. And why Sega is like going all in on this. Can we not talk about me today? First hybrid now, Kaz. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I know we're here in a virtual fighter, but this gets me so hyped for the other game the studio's putting out. Yeah, no, for sure. But oh yeah, we don't need to talk about what it shows. We already obviously can see that. But yeah, certainly an impressive video visually, from the smooth fighting animations to the specks of dirt flickered up with each footstep and a detailed and breakable background scenery. It's been 18 years. 18 years since the last game in the series was released, Virtua Fighter 5. It's unknown yet if the next game will be titled Virtua Fighter 6, but Yakuza / Like a Dragon developers Ryuga Kotoku Studios are in charge. In an interview in November, Sega revealed the new Virtua Fighter is in development, But later that month announced Virtua Fighter 5 Revo is heading to Steam, a remaster including 4K graphics, rollback netcode support, and more. And it's coming out this January. Now, 18th birthday, he found out wasn't his. Get down, girl. Go ahead. Get down. Let me stop. But that other game they're putting out looks really good, but it has no release date. Everybody is looking for new news regarding this game. I know like so many different pros and people who've played Virtua Fighter in the past have been really looking forward to this game. Myself included. Not saying I'm pro or anything, but as someone who's like getting deeper and deeper into fighting games by the day, it's really exciting to see something like this. For the last two articles of the day, we have we're closing down some Capcom news. We're closing down some Capcom news and we're playing Call of Duty. Street Fighter 6 players have been frustrated by lack of character costumes. Oh, so was I, Cass. Like the last Virtua Fighter game that came out was not good at it. And I started playing it and I was like, what is this? I was like, it's so slow, it's so clunky. But that's just literally to the uninformed eye or like people who just kind of look at the game from a surface level. That game has so much depth to it. And so many different things you can do. It is one of those games that speeds up more the better you get at it. Seeing two people who know how to play Virtua Fighter play compared to seeing two people who are newer to the game is drastically different. It's like watching two people who know how to play Marvel 2 versus two beginners play Marvel 2. The game speeds up dramatically and changes speeds immediately. It is so fast. And there's so many minute details and decisions you may not see at first, but because of how smooth the game is, you can actually go back and process what is happening and what you're looking at. Like, it's crazy, but Street Fighter 6 fans aren't happy with the game's newly announced Battle Pass, which includes typical items like player avatars, stickers, and other customization options. What fans are taking issue with is not what's included with the new Battle Pass, but rather what's missing. As players were quick to notice, no new character costumes are featured, and this prompted a fierce storm of backlash and controversy, with the trailer for the new Battle Pass coming to Street Fighter 6 essentially being pounded into the ground on YouTube and other social media platforms. First Virtua Fighter game I ever played was on Yakuza. They really did have a working 60 frames per second build you could play in the new Yakuza games. 7's build was actually really nice. But yeah, this makes me want to go back and play some more of the original Virtua Fighters. But originally launching back in the summer of 2023, Street Fighter 6 brings a lot of new things to the table while also maintaining the satisfying combat mechanics of previous entries in the franchise. Yeah. And this is regarding fans not being happy with how Capcom is handling the DLC and other premium add-ons.
J.Deep says, oh maxi waxy. I'm getting wet just reminiscing about the first time we played Hide the Pickle. It was quite the deal. At first it was sour and then it got sweet. It was the perfect circumference and style of pickle I've always wanted. And you, my handsome fucker, hit it and revealed it, then hit it and revealed it, then hit it and revealed it until pickle juice was everywhere. Clean was a job in itself, but I've never stopped dreaming of our first time in a pickle together. I'm D.
Hold on. What do you say? He's hold on. He said we played Hide the Pickle. But wait, hear me out. He said we played Hide the Pickle. It was quite the deal. Y'all not listening. Y'all reading, but y'all not listening. Y'all reading, but y'all not listening. Y'all hearing them, but y'all not hearing them. First it was sour, then got sweet. Y'all not hearing them. Y'all not listening like I am. Y'all not listening like I am. No Sour Patch Kids. No Sour Patch Kids. Nah, y'all. You know, this man is stringing these things together. He's writing, but he's not just writing. It's nice to see y'all too. You know, appreciate y'all coming through. Boom, Blade, Tony. King of the Misfits. Guys, you know, I would say he's spitting, but Jay ain't no quitter. See, you know, how many writers we got in the chat right now? How many riders? How many? You know, hybrid. You might be gifted with it too. You might be gifted with it too. Hold on. Y'all said yo want some more yo want some more gaming news, right? But he not me. Nobody could be you, Jay. Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna go deeper into this news. Street Fighter 6's new boot camp Bonanza Battle Pass was recently announced on Twitter, YouTube, and other social media channels. But fans aren't particularly happy about its release. While filled with customization options, the lack of new character costumes has upset the Street Fighter 6 community in a big way. They go on to say, no, but seriously, who is buying a new avatar this much for them to just throw away money like this? Making actual character skins would be more profitable, or are these that successful? The general sentiment from fans is that the new pass is a slap in the face for those hoping to see new customization options for those announced in the Street Fighter 6's roster. One fan writing that they would rather have nothing than this new battle pass. Your fried egg on Maxi so hot right now is crazy. If you guys don't know, these are some of the avatar skins that we've been seeing, which is crazy to see. For those that don't know, we discussed, for those that are coming in, besides the shenanigans, we talked about how Helldivers 2 is getting a new film, Horizon Zero Dawn is getting a new film, Call of Duty games average $500 million development budget. Microsoft is releasing a new handheld that's going to be a fusion between PC and Xbox in the near future. PUBG is getting a playable AI partner that you can have running in the games with you, as well as other games like Naraka Blade Point. Game Pass, if your game is on Game Pass, it could result in up to 80% loss of revenue, allegedly. And we talked about some of the new virtual fighter graphics and just different things in the gaming industry, like how more expensive games are getting nowadays. Let me snooze the ads right now. How expensive games are getting to make nowadays, the increasing in budgets, the layoffs, the kind of bottleneck we're getting with how much better graphics are getting versus how much more expensive games are getting. Like, it's the budget for these way more money than half of us would see in our lifetimes. It's insane how much money games are costing to make nowadays. But let me go on and read this article too. Perhaps what makes this new battle pass hurt the most is just how long it's been since players got new character costumes in the first place. The last time new outfits of Street Fighter 6's cast of characters dropped was in December of 2023 with the Outfit 3-pack. That's the last time we got new skin packs in Street Fighter 6. Fast forward over a year later and fans are still waiting, possibly hopelessly, for new costumes. Things look worse when comparing Street Fighter 6 to its predecessor Street Fighter 5, which routinely dropped new outfits and costumes. And Street Fighter 5 certainly faced its own controversies, but it's hard not to see the difference in how Capcom is approaching Street Fighter 6. This being one of the avatars that they added skins for. Costs more than some major films? Absolutely. But this is also crazy too, because games like DOA 4 had avatars, they had lobby skins, and they had different things you could get in the game besides just character costumes, but they never had a shortage of character costumes. If anybody remembers that. Like, you could customize your lobbies to sit in the actual lobby with people on different screens. And then you could still have different character customizations and things of that nature. Like this from YouTuber by the name of Emery Reigns. Played a lot of DOA. And this is what one of the lobbies in DOA 4 looked like. Like this village here. This is where you could watch the match, but you could also, at that same lobby, just sit in the room and watch it from the actual like screen, the same way you would spectate in Tekken 8 Street Fighter 6. This is Avatar here. This other people in the lobby. This is the actual like lobby list. Shows who lobby it is. Shows the records, the losses, the disconnects, everything like that. You had different customizable settings for the actual like lobby too. You see these like Red Ninja, Green Gator, like these are all avatars that you could get with in-game currency. You didn't have to spend real world money for this. which is crazy to see. Like, there's a whole list of things here. And these like some of the different like actual like lobbies you could buy.
You can buy costumes with the characters, but you don't have them. Fuck it.
Why did they stop doing this? Like, instead of getting stuff like this, we have the Battle Hub in Street Fighter and Tekken, but like, why didn't they do this? If you're thinking people are spending money now, people would have dumped bread for this. You can even buy decorations for the lobby itself. But that's another thing entirely. This is why people are so angry about this. But the article goes on to say it's unknown what will happen, if anything, in regards to Street Fighter 6's new Battle Pass. The core gameplay remains a big enough draw to keep players coming back for more. And of course, you know, this goes on to say like what all the changes came in Street Fighter 6. But they, like, yeah, that's it's a little frustrating when you realize just how innovative fighting games used to be. But last article of the day, more Capcom news. Monster Hunter Wilds second open beta test, the date has been revealed. So for those interested in Monster Hunter Wilds, if you may not know if you wanted to give it a shot or not, may not know if you wanted to pick it up, there is another beta coming. So this will be another opportunity for you to test the game, to play it, try it out, see how you like it. Capcom has officially revealed the dates for the second open beta of Monster Hunter Wilds, which will take place over 2 weekends in February. Following the success of Monster Hunter Wilds' first beta back in late 2024, this upcoming open beta will give players another chance to experience the upcoming entry in the beloved RPG franchise before its scheduled release date of February 28th, 2025. It's also shaping up to be one of the franchise's most ambitious titles, cementing its place as one of the most anticipated games of 2025. Set in a sprawling wilderness, a game we know this is window dressing. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of the article. For players who wanted another Monster Hunter Wilds beta, the wait won't be long. Capcom has announced its plan for the second open beta for Monster Hunter Wilds, which will take place over 2 weekends in February with availability across PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S and X, and Steam. Dates and timings are as follows. February 6, 2025, 7 p.m. Pacific Time. February 9th, 2025. So from the 6th to the 9th in February, and then from February 13th to the 16th. So that'd be cool. What are those, like the first 2 weekends? Let's go down here. So literally, oh wow. So it'll be that second weekend and then that third weekend. So literally 2 back-to-back weekends, and then you have to wait a week. And then it'll come out that Friday. That's actually pretty smart. Let's see what go on to say, like what more this announcement says. That's actually pretty cool if the beta character gets imported into the actual full game. Would be really nice. Is this him customizing his character? Bruh. He made himself. That's actually kind of cool that you could do that though. If I see one lock to the side. you don't want the Killmonger hairstyle? AKA the Echo hairstyle? Are we seeing his reactions? Or are they gonna like... Oh. This will definitely be an interesting game. Like, I do plan on picking this up day one. It seems like a lot of people I've talked to have been more excited about this one than Rise. Just because I think this one's a lot more like World. And after what they did with World, I think Rise was a bit of a step back. Granted, there were some innovations, but it just is not the same.
2024年11月に開催した第1回のオープンベータテストと同じ内容が体験いただけるのに加えてギルスの狩猟が可能になり
They're adding a new monster to hunt in the second beta? Okay.
クターの作成情報など前回のベータテストのセーブデー
Okay, so you can literally carry over the character from the first round of the beta into the second round of the beta
作成情報は
and then into the full game. That's cool.
ですがゲーム進行は引き続きできません。
Game progress will not transfer though, but your character will.
オープンベータテストをプレイして
Everybody who takes part in the beta will receive special bonuses.
やセクレートを操
So you get a decorative charm for your weapon and for your actual mount
製品版で
in an item pack, which you can redeem in the full game. That's cool.
詳細は公式サイトなどでご確認ください。
Monster Hunter World was really cool though. Like you had a bunch of crossover events. Do y'all remember those?
第1回のオープンベータテストに予定
Like you had Geralt, you had Dante, you had Ryu.
もう一度プレイしたいという
You had so many different costumes you could get, which you actually give you different powers of different characters. Like if they do this, like if they do that again in Wilds,
仕様やバランス調
I'll lose my mind.
品質向上に鋭意取り組んでおります。各種改善については製品版での対応に
I just need them to add gauntlets.
第2回の
I just need them to add some type of melee weapon, like some type of weapon where you're using your fists and your
どう
hands.
かご了承ください。2025年もモンスターハンターワイルズをどうぞよろしくお願いいたします。ハッピーハンティング
Nice. February 28th, 2025. Next month. Next month. Yeah, so all content from the first beta will be available to players to access. In addition to all that, a new monster. So apparently some players voiced some concerns about the game's visuals, pointing to textures and lighting that appeared lackluster in certain areas. Others noted that the gameplay in Monster Hunter Wilds' different weapons felt unpolished, particularly when compared to earlier titles in the franchise. In response, Capcom has reassured the community that it's working hard to improve the quality of the game before launch, taking player feedback into the equation. Let me snooze these ads one more time before we start playing. It was just under 2 months until the full release. The second beta is an important moment for both Capcom and the game's fans. Provides another chance to refine the experience while reigniting the excitement for what could be one of the most ambitious entries in the Monster Hunter franchise. Whether players are returning from the first beta or jumping in for the first time, February is shaping up to be an exciting month for Monster Hunters everywhere. So that's going to conclude our gaming news for the day. We're going to be hopping into Call of Duty, surprisingly. Which I don't think I've ever streamed Call of Duty. So this will be interesting. But of course, if anybody else has Call of Duty and wants to, I guess, group up, let our brother know. But I've been finding Black Ops 6 to be that fun that I do want to stream it. I'm going to be hopping into Discord. Let me actually boot that up. Let me run this ad before the game starts, though. Just because we have to. Otherwise, people are going to get pre-rolls. And I think if people hate pre-rolls as much as I do, I won't want them to feel pressure to like sub or anything. But I have them set to go like every hour. So now we're just gotta wait for the game to boot here. But there's always something different, interesting happening in the gaming space since there's so much going on. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to start covering the gaming news. So I hope you guys will be like getting informed or like, you know, interested in some of the different things going on behind the scenes. So I think the more aware everybody is, but behind like a game's development process and what's going on, the more they can understand certain things which are in and out of our control. Stuff like that. Thank you, Hybrid. I appreciate that. I try to. Most of the time when I'm not stuttering and tripping over my words, it's not as bad. But I try to like keep everybody like informed as non-biased, as unbiased as possible. Yeah, I try to stay away from like the feelings and emotions regarding it. At least as much as possible. Sometimes you don't have a choice, right? Like certain people modding in and then removing, like, you know, some people having Nexus mods having to take down mods where people were removing different flags that refer to a person's gender, sexual orientation, and things of that nature. Like when they try removing the pride flag, like some people try uploading mods about that, or transforming certain characters white instead of black. Yeah, but yeah, for the most part, I don't try to be like, oh, you know, this game's gone woke and things of that nature. I'm just like, I hate it every time I hear it. I hate it every time I hear it. I'm just like, please, let's just play video games. This character being black in the game is not gonna hurt your immersion that much, I promise you. For sure, why not? Let's stake up. I had custom loadouts, but they're gone. I don't know why.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
Music ain't bad, but I don't want it up that high. Yeah, Ghost of Yote. There were people who were like arguing about The Witcher 4, saying it wasn't gonna be as good as The Witcher 3 because it starred Ciri. I was like, if you played The Witcher 3, you knew she was gonna become the main character after a while. Like, Geralt's not completely disappearing, but somebody was gonna have to actually pick up after him eventually. Your job told you to log off because a rude customer was upset? I hate it when that happens. Sorry to hear that, Morty. Would you like to come gun down people in Call of Duty with me to make yourself feel better? That's really weird. It's kind of wild, like how people can be rude to you and upset with you in customer service, and then the company is always treated like it's your fault.
Let them have it, Black Ops.
Like they can just say whatever they want to you.
Behind.
I've never understood that. I've always hated it. I've never been the customer is always right person.
Brother, who are you telling?
Enemy using shock charge.
Somebody's trying to shoot me in the back. I shouldn't have looked.
He's all upset. I'm telling him, like, look, you being mad is not going to help us, you know, help us reach a solution. Because I told him one thing, and then told him, you know how you're not supposed to like tell him exactly what the issue is all the time.
Yeah.
That's what I did. So I saw it.
I ran out of ammo.
Like, I said, it looks like it looks like there's a down port, and looks like your, you know, your unit is what's that? And he's like, is it down or you think it's down? I said, it's down. And then he just going back and forth. And he said, I started arguing with him. He said something I didn't say. I said, I didn't say that. And then he's just getting more and more upset. And I tell him, like, dog, if you keep being rude and upset with me, I'm just not gonna help you.
Right.
He said, whoa, so you want me to suck your dick? I just hung up, bro.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with that.
Yeah. So then afterwards, my manager called and said, you don't think you escalated this? I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And then he told me to log off, and I'm like, you know what, fuck you guys. So I logged off, I went and got some tacos, and now I'm about to play some Call of Duty. She thinks I'm gonna, she wants to come back and revisit it when I work next Saturday. And if she truly expects me to think I'm gonna be talking about this a whole week later, you got another thing coming.
Yeah.
I'm not finna apologize to this nigga. And I'm dead, she don't feel bad.
Right. I wouldn't either. It's like you ask people to treat you like a human being, and all of a sudden they act like they have to bow down to you. Like, no, like just treat me like a human being. Like I exist in this world too.
This is why everybody keeps quitting that job, because the management sucks, bro. And the service sucks. You know, I'll stick with Xfinity for the rest of my life. Just to how to hit this, the other internet service providers that's out there.
Man. Like, that is ridiculous, man. I wouldn't deal with that either. That's management toxic and the customers you gotta deal with toxic, I'm like, yeah, no, I would just stop giving them service.
Dog, they literally. I thought about it. I definitely thought about shutting the service off. I ain't gonna lie. I thought about it.
Cause like he don't need it, bro. Like people act like they're the king of everything. I'm like, bro, you make minimum wage. Please stop.
Not even that, bro. Remember I told you that this.
They're all like well off, yeah.
Yeah, these people live all in the high-rise apartments, so they just entitled as hell.
I was hoping he was gonna come around the corner.
Look at it.
Yeah, super weird, super weird. But that type of behavior isn't crazy, so they're gonna punish you for him being rude to you, like insane.
Come on, you're losing this fight.
Wake up one day, like, you know what?
We got the lead. Now hold
If
it.
I don't get fired, I have a feeling they fired. Like I said, they fired someone else for less, so I probably will get fired next week. I mean, on Saturday.
Let's see what happens. It's ridiculous though. Because you didn't let somebody walk all over you.
Alcohol on their own. They wouldn't even on the clock. They was on their own time. They just happened to use their work computer. They looked up stuff for like a party they were going to, and they fired her for it. I'm like, yeah, y'all niggas out here wildin'.
Yeah, not for real.
Alright, though, I like to get the extra space on my desk.
You said what about your desk?
I want the extra space back so I can give up this laptop.
Man, honestly, it sounds like them letting you go at this point be a favor.
You know?
Yo, what's up, Elliot? Sad working up. Oh my god, hold on, I got you in a second. I have to gun this man down. He's playing Squid Games right now. Yeah, after work is against company policy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Not on our side. Finish him.
But what makes you say that? Like, you just like wanted to bring that up?
No, he was probably talking about what I said about the customer, my person got fired.
Oh, a person got fired? Yeah, probably, actually. Yeah, I like zoned out for a second there. I was like trying to get anchored back into the conversation. He's just laying on the floor.
So we definitely sent her the employee handbook and stuff that is not out of company policy, and it's not stated, but they're saying the CEO is saying it's like stated, so we don't see it. So either the handbook is outdated or he just lied and they wanted an excuse to get rid of her.
Yeah. Oh, whoops, that's a friend. Heard him reloading, I couldn't see him. I'm not going down that hallway. There's a sniper waiting for me.
Bravo fucking Zulu.
Oh, we won by 1. That was literally the thing. My goodness, what's up, Sonic? There's a lot happening.
Hey, don't break me.
Oh no. But yeah, toxic management like that is why I left my last job.
Bruh.
I was like, yeah,
Come on,
no.
bro. They've been calling me every week about calls, and the calls aren't even bad, bro. Literally nitpicking on anything they can. There's a lot of dead air on this one. Like dead air, really? After I told him I'm going to look up something? Sweet Jesus.
Yeah. Like, I hope they realize that, like, if you're just yapping in someone's ear as you're doing something, like, that could be very aggravating and annoying, too.
And then the kicker yesterday, I had another meeting. They said that I was unprofessional because I did not offer a empathy statement when I was helping the customer.
Jesus.
I said professionalism and offering an empathy statement are two different things. I was not unprofessional.
What's up, Captain? Appreciate you popping in. Thank you for the lurk.
You know, proper. I think you're just looking for reasons to be upset.
I got reuse 40 now. Yeah, I don't know. That being that nitpicky is just, yeah, you're gonna lose a lot of people being like that.
Bro, literally, I literally told her, I said, so because I didn't say sorry, you say I'm unprofessional. I'm sorry for you're going through your issue. I'm unprofessional. Please get the fuck out of here.
Right. Being professional is overrated anyway. I get being a company, you have people you gotta represent, you have things you need to do, but it's just, after a while, it's just tedious. It's just tedious.
Team deathmatch. You know what Langley expects. Get it done.
Am I expecting you to get in a shouting match with the customer? No. But if a customer is literally like, you know, calling you out your name, doing everything he possibly can to make you angry and upset, it's like, what are we doing? Not saying I'm sorry 24/7 isn't a bad thing. Oh, I tried to kill him first.
You didn't lie. Dang, I'm getting sniped out my asshole, my lord.
Yeah, I see we're gonna have to start throwing smokes.
Jesus Christ, they're fucking me up.
Somebody in that window. Really, it'd be like that. Yeah, I'm gonna start one of my smoke spots again. Wait, if I can catch him, I don't think he knows I'm coming. Thought you were just gonna sit up here camping with no consequences? You thought somebody wasn't coming for you? It's crazy.
You're so weird. I'm fucking.
Oh, yeah, I gotta switch glasses.
Enemy has the shock charge.
My God.
Oh my god.
Incoming crew truck. Look out. Grenade. Requesting return of fire.
No, I had no ammo. I was ready for one, not two.
Syntax grenade.
Smoke. He's behind the mannequin. Oh no. Oh, there's somebody behind me. He's using a marksman rifle. We're gonna start flooding every single area I can with smoke. Somebody's upstairs.
I see.
Oh no!
Sending frag.
Start putting mines by the steps.
Spring mine deployed.
Oh, you camping fucker. Damn it.
Yep, I knew somebody would be going up there.
Syntax out.
Like jacket up
No, why would you invite me, teammate? Damn it.
Look out! Oh! Should have taken my own advice. And so you're gonna have to move now eventually. On the smoke in there. Let's see if I can catch one coming around the corner.
Done.
Oh, nope. Teammates here.
Threat down.
What the fuck?
What happened to you?
He put a rope. Oh, oh.
Ah! It was funny when it was you, not me. Ow. Oh wait, he hasn't. Did he not see me? Well, well, well.
Job! The cycle of killing perpetuates itself once more.
I have to do this so they stop sniping. Really wanted that one.
Come on, bro. I just respawned.
She don't know, she don't know, she don't know, she don't know. I keep getting human shields, Jeremy.
That's insane, bro.
Oh, whoops, that's a friend.
But she don't know, she don't know, she don't know, she don't know.
TACOM, I need eyes overhead.
It's a surprise tool that'll help us later. Oh! Smokes for you.
Smoke screen.
They're gonna be upstairs waiting for us.
We're ahead, but stay alert.
Oh, they would have been, I thought.
You really turned this game around.
Hold on, hold on. He don't know, he don't know. Put that sniper down, son. It's not for you.
Archangel available. Eyes on Semtex.
Damn.
What's up, Rayvon? You said, how am I grabbing people you just tuned in? You know what I'm about.
Again.
It's so funny. We did. Oh, I hope it's me grabbing somebody. I hope it's me grabbing somebody.
Just mind it, the name. Throwing Semtex.
Oh no.
Nice.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's so funny. But hey, Rayvon, would you also like to play with us? I have do I have the shadow perk on? I have the one where I don't get hit by people's gadgets, but I don't think I have the one that silences my footsteps. I don't think I have ninja or anything either. Oh, right, because this is the class I needed for smokes. I need to set up a new class that gives me ninja and a few other things. It's too easy because I think the human shield mechanic, a lot of people just gloss over, so a lot of people forget about it. So that's how I can keep grabbing people, because too many people forget. I have too much fun doing it. Especially when I see somebody like camping or just sitting there with a sniper. Every time I see somebody holding an angle, I'm like, let me just go around the map and grab them. It's too easy. They didn't have their headphones in. Do I have game chat on? I think I do, right?
Team deathmatch. Neutralize all threats.
I think I do. Yep, it's on.
Did you want it to be on?
I did. I wanted them to hear me. Oh, those are snipers. I can't go there.
Oh,
that's another person. All right. Oh, gotta go around this corner.
There's no way in hell a regular person would survive that.
Woo.
That's how you know this video. I just did a dolphin dive out one of them offices.
Yeah, no, I definitely knees gone, shattered, if you will.
We're pulling ahead.
Bro, I landed on my chest. Back would literally implode.
Damn it, we lost the lead.
Jesus.
This guy's been trying to kill me on my right side, but he's been missing every single shot. I avenged you. Got me one. Oh no! No, he shot me with the dragon's breath. I didn't see him until it was too late. If I would have seen him early, I would have killed him. Someone's trying to kill me. Ooh. Gotta re-download this. They don't even know we have Game Pass anymore. Ooh, gotcha.
Oh, you bitch.
I avenged you. I stuck her with a grenade. Oh, somebody with a sniper at the same angle.
I can't believe it.
Someone's trying to kill me. Oh. That guy's moving with the shotgun. His teammate could have saved him, but he missed. I almost had him right there.
My lord, they are all in the back.
Are there?
Man.
Man's just sitting there on the ladder. Oh no. I think he heard me coming. I didn't see him. You know you could sit there. Someone's at the top of the ladder. Dead. He's definitely gonna be coming back. He always does.
There's somebody definitely back. Oh, you got
Yep, somebody about it. Right side, right side. Thank you. I'm gonna put a mine up here.
Oh shit.
No, he had a friend. There's somebody to the left holding the sniper there. Time to get in there.
Top left. Oh shit. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Oh my god. He doesn't know. Can't chase him down. Ah, there are two people over here slipping and sliding around trying to avoid getting shot. Ah,
Ran out of ammo.
I want the assassination. Ooh, was he in front of me? He was in the window.
Single shooter.
Okay. Killed the first guy shooting at you, but there's another guy who came through here.
Launcher UAV.
How did he snipe me through that?
Everybody on their team is sniping. This is insane. Almost everybody on their team is sniping. They have like 3 snipers and 2 people with shotguns. Someone's in the tower. That's what they are. You're right. Ooh.
I was fighting against 3 people in there.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, he was holding that. Didn't mean for that smoke to go there. He's on the left.
Fuck, he's just sitting there. See that damn sniper glare, bruh.
Killed 2 snipers. I'm waiting for them to come back. One of them's gonna come walking in this room, I think. I can feel it in my bones.
I feel it in my bones. Bro, that shotgun is crazy.
Ah. I think I didn't go. I went too early.
We got the lead. Now hold it.
He's just sitting outside. Okay, so we have to push through the middle.
He's done.
2 people with shotguns is insane.
Damn it. I died 1 sniper shot to get shot in the face with a shotgun.
Oh, they have an Archangel. That's funny.
Coordinates marked.
Oof. Another shotgun. What is above us?
Your sling mine was disrupted.
Another one of the shotgun bitches.
Oh, I tried getting out of there. Nice. It looks like we broke past their line of defense. Their line of snipers.
Finish lines in sight. Don't let up.
Oh no.
God damn, I love the taste of victory.
I keep thinking one of them was gonna like immediately quickscope me, but they kept missing. Like every sniper kept missing. That was weird, man.
Almost got a double kill.
Yeah. That's so weird. I'm mad because this Call of Duty is like some of the most fun I have playing in Call of Duty in a hot minute. A hot minute. Really fun though. I don't know how we won that. That's like the second team that tried like just sniping. They had 2 people running around with shotguns, and then the rest of the team just had straight sniper rifles. It's insane. I don't think I would get this premium Squid Game pass.
You play Red Light, Green Light?
I have not.
You wanna do it?
Oh sure, I'll pull this out. Let me go to find a match. That's funny. They have a mosh pit with Squid Game mechanics. I think I saw that somebody was playing Warzone, and then they kept doing red light, green light while they were in gunfights. I said, this is insane.
Oh yeah, that shit was funny.
I was like, oh man, the type of like mental stress. It looks like it was a great time. Oh wait, we're searching for a game, right? Yeah, okay. I wonder how many people are playing. Looking for 27 more players. Okay, yeah, okay.
Everybody, no. We here to listen when we here not to judge. I'll have that shit go.
Oh no.
We listen and we don't judge.
Yeah, we listen, we don't judge.
We should do that.
So, mama. I'm just happy as hell I beat Liberty Falls last night.
Oh God.
So now I'm just happy the other two maps.
Bro, level 2. I got one map left. Get a life.
Oh my God.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Bro, level 2. Get a life, bro.
Sound like it.
Am I not muting these people?
Listen to the ball, bro. Holy shit.
They saying crazy stuff?
Touch fucking grass.
No, it's just a lot.
You probably don't.
Oh my God. I might just have to go to my settings and turn it off that way, because this is too much. My bad, y'all. We're gonna turn that voice chat off in a second here. That's disgusting.
What did he say?
No, it's just the amount of audio in my ears.
Oh.
Just a lot. Very easy to get overstimulated there.
Uh-oh. Did my game crash? It did.
Oh, Lord. All that audio.
My game's frozen.
You will be playing red light, green light.
Oh.
Oh my God.
What
All
happened?
players eliminated.
Oh. I just saw it on your stream.
Oh.
One player eliminated.
Oh, even looking counts?
Yes. Damn.
Did not know that. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Oh. There's like 4 people left, bro.
Since the time we met,
I didn't know looking counted.
Okay, I'm back in.
This person just waited for everybody else to go. I would cry if they got shot right before crossing the line. And if somebody else just isn't here?
It'd be funny if that was me. It's not.
I think he's gonna get shot in the next 23 seconds, yeah. And to think that he tried to do this like what 10 years ago before Squid Game actually became a thing on Netflix. He pitched the same idea and they said no. That's funny.
I'm sorry. Somebody said people complain that Sue Storm is showing too much ass in her alternative costume while Venom fights with their whole donkey out 24/7. Tells me y'all to be here to argue it to argue.
Man. Let me pull out. Get you in here. They really do though.
Did Sue Storm get at it yet?
No, I think they gave some other content creators early access. She drops Friday with Mr. Fantastic. They're doing those two, and then they're doing the Thing and Human Torch, I think 6 months later.
I want Ultron.
Yeah, I thought he was coming before or like at the same time, but I'm like, I suppose. Too much leaking. Too many things being leaked leads to disappointment for everybody. They shouldn't be data mining so hard. Jesus, it's 3 o'clock already? Oh, you know we're having fun.
Give me a second.
So I say like probably one of the reasons why it takes so long to find a game, or at least I think, is because it'll keep us in that lobby. So some people might be like getting in and then just staying in their lobbies. But the amount of people that got shot right next to me, I was like, dear God. It all happened so fast. Crazy. But yeah, we were talking earlier about how games have been getting bigger and bigger budgets and how the technology has been increasing, but for some reason these games are getting more and more unoptimized.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, like I didn't know one of the only reasons Silent Hill 1 had fog in it, not only because it was creepy, but because it allowed them to render less of what was on screen so the game would perform better. That was the main reason they implemented fog, is because they would only have to load the parts of the game that were actually out inside the fog that the player could see. But for some reason, Silent Hill 2 renders the entire town, fogged up or not, at the same exact resolution. So that's why the performance is having so many issues. Like I was having issues running that game on a 3090 and then still somewhat on a 4080.
You will be playing.
It's insane.
Green light.
Oh my God.
Eliminated.
Oh my God. Jesus. They're getting dropped off. Oh my God.
Four players eliminated.
No, I moved a second too early.
One player has won. Two players have won.
I moved a second too early.
I got it.
Nice. I was like, okay, her back's turned. Nah, I forgot the other guys were watching too. Name is a flaccid fart? What is that? Oh, this other person. We always get someone who's AFK here.
You know,
We had somebody in the lobby saying, "Stop! I've played these games before." All the Roblox clips of this game are insane. People be treating it like it's real life, a life or death situation. Somebody heard.
That's been hilarious.
Somebody said, "No, my cookie, bro. Can you give me another one?" All you just heard is a gunshot. He said, "No, my brother." A wet, unimpressive fart is crazy. Zombie, why do you know? You know what? That I feel like that might be common knowledge. You know, I don't know. Who am I to judge?
I came in 12th place.
Came in 19th. You know, with the rest of the dead boys. I was making it too. I just moved a second too fast.
I thought I could like, you know,
oh,
came up and like slide, but no.
I wish I could free cam this. He knifed him. He stabbed him. Someone's gonna get stabbed. He tried to stab the dude behind him. Oh my God. They're shaking people out here. You're not safe. Hope Alexis, Texas is dead. Oh my God. Ooh, I was worried for you for a second.
I felt somebody breathing on my neck, Juwan.
Oh man. Yeah, I was gonna say he could. I died the first time, so this is just y'all playing who won previously. They threw up defeat on my screen again, like I was still alive. 11th? How did I place higher? What? This is an insane game. All right, I believe in you, Mort. You can take it all the way,
nigga. As long as I can get, as long as I don't get stabbed.
Oh yeah, the one dude with the knife is dead, but there might be others. Those packages are knives, I think. Oh, they're trying to shove each other now. Oh, somebody's got a knife. Oh, that's. Don't let Kamala Harris stab you.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Jeremy, but Kamala Harris with the knife is still alive.
No.
She's not chasing you though. But there's still a couple crazies out here. Oh no, she's dead now. Oh man, I was worried. It's just you both making eye contact. The moment they had the knife, they immediately slashed at you.
You saw that, bro?
Yeah. Saw y'all locking eyes with each other.
I ran so fast.
He said no. All right.
Get the knife. That's why he.
Oh man.
I tried to get the knife and stab him instead, Juwan.
Oh man. Got me out here fearing for y'all lives. It's a fun game. Yeah, if the mic quality is a little better and like we had better audio sliders, like, you know, I wouldn't mind being in game chat a little more like that. But that was awful. The amount of sensory overload I got from just 10 seconds. Nah. I don't know if anybody in the chat like heard that. Like, I don't even want to think like what it sounded like on your guys' end. Cause that's straight game volume too, ain't it? Yeah, Zombie, the only time I leave it on is when I'm taking people's human shields. That's the only time I leave it on. Oh, we can play this on different maps too? Put it on during in-game lobby? Oh, man. It's special type of devious. Gotta let that hate flow. That man zombie be in there. That's why we just dog walk your bitch. Oh. Hit him with the Jacob Fatu, you know? Your grandma is crazy. Hit him with that, I love you so long. I can't stop saying that. I just saw Monday Night Raw. Since it came to Netflix, I've been able to watch it a lot more now. So
you saw Hulk Hogan get booed off stage.
I loved it. I loved every second of it. I've never been so proud of a crowd.
Red light, green light.
The amount of like Hulk Hogan is just not for it, bro.
Played these games before.
Oh no! Jesus!
12 players eliminated.
12? Just 13. Oh my god.
3 players eliminated.
Just look at the flowers. Just look at the flowers. Oh! Imagine you're lagging during this.
Eliminated.
Oh my god.
1 player has won. 3 players eliminated. 2 players have won. 3 players have won.
I gotta make it.
6 players have won.
I made it.
Player eliminated.
Nice.
You can do it.
11 players have won. 12 players have won.
Ooh, I thought I got shot right as I crossed the line. I was like, wait.
Congratulations to our winners.
But now Hulk Hogan got booed. I loved it. I loved it. Especially with like the documentaries and everything coming out. So like not only was he exposed, like we knew he was already bad from being exposed as racist before. But,
Right, but then, like, it's not even his political views, because if that was the case, they would have booed Undertaker off. The nigga's racist.
Yeah.
He's just an unlikable person when he was in the WWE.
Yeah, not only that, he stopped the union. He stopped the wrestler union from being formed.
Crazy.
5 players eliminated.
Like, there are some wrestlers who undoubtedly died because of that.
3 players.
There's somebody on the right side stabbing someone.
I got a knife now, Jawan. Don't come near me.
Yeah, someone behind you also has one.
Bitch.
1 player has won.
I didn't expect you to kill him so fast. That man turned around immediately. Oh.
2 players eliminated.
Oh no.
3 players
I
have
moved
won.
my mouse just a tiny bit on accident.
Oh my god. That man King of the Misfits said, watch out, they can start stabbing soon.
No players eliminated.
The next thing I know, people start getting shanked up.
6 players have won. Congratulations to our winner.
I stabbed someone for the greater good. And then I got shot.
Man. Oh, round 3. There's another round. I didn't think we were doing another one.
3 rounds.
Please tell me knives don't carry over. Okay, they don't. Oh, it's just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta wait.
No players eliminated.
Nice.
Well,
Oh. Oh, literally, all I gotta do is walk in.
Eliminated.
I want to look to see what's all happening.
Player eliminated. One player has won.
I immediately moved away from the pad because I'm like, somebody's gonna sabotage somebody.
No players eliminated.
yep.
2 players have won.
I'm gonna just wait. I was like, I could take a smooth third, you know. I just gotta survive.
All players eliminated.
Woo. That's nice.
Somebody never saw snow before. So when they was on vacation and saw snow in like a pile, they went to go jump on it, but they severely underestimated that snow. If there's enough of it and it's cold enough, it can harden.
Oh.
He tried to jump in it and it didn't go anywhere. I'm coming from Alabama. I never saw snow before. I thought it was gonna be like the movies. Now my damn ribs is bruised.
Oh, I would hate. Oh man, I'll never forget just seeing just snow taller than me, and just being like, "There's no possible way I'm going to school today." Just being like, "No, nah, absolutely not." This person's name is Diddley's Underwear. What's happening today? No, but seeing people run for the knife, I'm like, I have to get away from you. They've got nothing good planned. They just start turning around and just start stabbing. It's insane to see. Oh yeah, I didn't know that man, Mr. Fantastic, was throwing up the fours. What's up, Janetta? I was literally just about to start talking how Mr. Fantastic low-key be gangbanging on the low. The Fantastic Four is low-key a gang, bro.
Fours is bonkers, brother.
We got Big Ben. We got hold on. Let me see if I can remember the names that people were picking out for them. Cause like it's crazy. It's crazy. They said it's Marvel's first set. They said on the floor, I'm finna stretch something. They got Big Ben, Torch the Wood, Stretchy Benz, and the Invisible Scammer. If I do this. Okay, so you can't melee people and push them. I thought you could.
Jesus.
Torch the Wood, that's what they call them. You sound like Namor hybrid, because he definitely be going up to Reed Richards and everybody trying to flirt with Sue Storm. He has no pull. Let me see if I can find the picture from earlier. I can show y'all the picture of somebody photoshopped. Was it this one? Yeah. Somebody on TikTok made this, posted this. They put a do-rag on Mr. Fantastic, a scarf on Mr. Fantastic. They put do-rags on everybody. Do-rags and wave caps. The four here was not Photoshopped. He does this. Mr. Fantastic does this. He just drops the fours. What's up, Monte? Appreciate the sub, bro. Thank you. Really appreciate that. 4 months. 21 months of the 4-month streak. Man, it's just spoiling you, boy. That Malice skin is some goonish behavior. I agree. But they also said that man Venom been running out with his cheeks out for the last, who knows how long. They said, y'all knew what time it is. They said 13 kilometers of Reed or 13 inches of Venom. I said, please stop. There's been too many people talk about can he handle Sue Storm. They said Sue Storm, can I handle Reed? They keep throwing panels. They got comic book panels for receipts. I'm like, please. The Goontastic 4, it needs to be stopped. Groot Ben shaking that hoe. Did you not see the Groot skin? Yeah. That's actually another good point. The Groot skins, that man was on the wall, hands on the walls, torqued up. Caked up. I'm like, please. Are you still alive, Mort?
I
Nice. Oh, somebody's stabbing. That person with the knife is nothing good playing for this group of people. I need to see what they do. Oh, dang! Jesus! Oh my. Oh my god. You said Nathan.
Leave me alone, Juwan.
I feel that. And then Ravon said I need them to have an MVP theme and Mr. Fantastic dropping it after a W.
All he had to do was leave me alone.
Oh my god. That man, Mr. Fantastic, be like, on the floor, we know we had to do it to him. On 4 in them grave. I'm like, please. Please. If that's on the set. Money stretched like it's elastic. I'm like, the internet is undefeated. Somebody called them the fantastic young niggas. I'm like, please. Reed and the foe. Just insanity, man. Oh my god.
Did the person right next to me die?
Let me see, actually.
No.
The knives add such a crazy element to this game mode because you have people who normally wouldn't move who just end up getting shot because they're trying not to get stabbed. But yeah, I'm excited. I think what Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm are the first two dropping this Friday. Oh my god, he's dead. Oh my god, he's dead. That's just a line of money waiting for this man. He could take first like this. Oh, they disappear after a while. Didn't know.
That's crazy. I'd have been yelling, kicking, and screaming.
Man. 4 bands just disappeared in front of him. Okay, yeah, then they're doing the Human Torch and the Thing, I think 6 months later. Supposedly. I don't know if that's 100% true. But it'd be kind of crazy. I know people wanted them to drop them all at once, but I do think they want to do this differently so they can actually balance the game properly. 6 weeks, okay. 6 weeks and not 6 months. That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. I couldn't find specifics. That's why I was like so unsure. Why can I? Is there nobody else? What's happening?
I think it's one more person. I don't know.
Okay. 2 in the first half, 2 in the second half. Okay. And they're gonna be showing pick and ban rates throughout the every half season. So that'd be cool to see. I know I definitely wanted to do something different here because normally I would have streamed Marvel Rivals today, but I don't want to, fall into the same thing of streaming the same game every day. Even if it is big, even if it is a fun game, I still like doing different things every once in a while.
I kind of want to hop on some Rivals. We're gonna do that later today.
Yeah. I think I'll do another game or two of this, and then I'll probably end the stream there. If you want, we can play.
I'm gonna go lay down, rest a little bit.
Oh yeah, actually, the whole day at work, yeah, being what it was, yeah. I had somebody the other day being like, "Oh, why do you guys keep calling this number?" I told her, I just hung up. I was like, I'm not gonna deal with this.
And if they don't, what calling system do y'all use?
In Contact.
Is it Genesis?
Nah, it's called In Contact. Different one. But How does Genesis work? Like, is it like, you know, you just kind of wait there and then people call in or you call out?
Yes. Whatever for whatever they want. It's really invasive though. It's like as soon as the call starts, it's like 3 different screens on the screen that they see, and they see all of your screens. And they're like tracking everything that you do on your work computer until the call ends.
That's funny.
But from a work standpoint, I get it, but it's like, damn, you know.
Right. Yeah, for us, it's well, actually, I think that's a little better than what we have because we're monitored 24/7. Like, if the work computer's on, they can see what you're doing. Always weird.
Which I don't do anything on my work computer anyways, but
right.
They definitely got me fucked up at the end of the day.
Yeah, because like, what do you mean log out for the day? Like, what? That guy was gonna lash out at whoever no matter what.
Literally.
Like, the moment a person starts cursing me, I hang up. I'm glad my job at least understands that. They're like, yeah, if they care, yeah, just go.
Talking about this was a horrible. I'm like, so I have to miss my entire day of work because of one person. This is a fucking joke.
All right.
You will be playing.
And I hope he don't get his internet back on.
Like, you want to be the one complaining? Oh my god!
8 players eliminated.
Somebody ran because they saw you run. That's crazy. That's funny.
8 players eliminated.
Dang!
1 player has won. 2 players have won. 1 player eliminated.
Oh lord.
Have won. Sorry, you lose. 13 players have won. 3 players eliminated.
What's this man doing all the way back there?
No players eliminated. 18 players have won. No players
Okay.
eliminated. No players eliminated. No players
All right.
eliminated. 19 players have won. Congratulations,
Nice.
our winners.
All right. Next round. We lost so many people during that first round. It's crazy.
Yeah. Including me.
His name is Dad didn't come back.
3 players eliminated.
Hmm.
3 players eliminated. One player has won. 2 players have won. No players eliminated. 3 players have won. 4 players have won. 7 players.
All right, so we just gotta cross in here.
2 players eliminated.
Who got shot? What? Oh, he got stabbed.
Players eliminated. 9 players have won.
They're out here shanking everybody.
Star winner.
I'm not getting in this. I'm not getting back in the game. I'm gonna go lay down for a little while.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say this might be my last one after all.
One player eliminated.
Woo.
2 players eliminated. No players eliminated. 1 player has won. 2 players have won.
Disqualified.
1.
Hey, yo, I didn't know that could happen. That's interesting. Oh, GG's. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out, for coming through and spending this time with me. Really, really do appreciate that. Talked about some interesting stuff today. Had some interesting moments. Let me... Oh, wow. I forgot about the ad break. Let me make sure to thank everybody for coming through, though. Thank you, Trinetta, Nia, Monte, Rayvon, Morty, King of the Misfits, Zombie, Sonic, Jay, the other Sonic, or both Sonics, I should say, Hybrid, Captain, Tony, Kaz, Boom, Blade. I'm missing someone, I think. No, that might actually be everybody. I think that's everyone. If I did miss anyone, I do sincerely apologize, but thank you guys so much for coming through, hanging out, like I said before. I don't think I'll be seeing you guys Friday as I have prior obligations, but really thank you so much. If not Friday, I'll see you guys all Monday if I don't do the stream Friday, and we'll talk about the Marvel Rivals update and gaming news and stuff then. But all being said, hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, checking in on your friends. If you're the friend that needs checking in on, making sure you're speaking up and talking to hopefully what is a great support system of people. If not, hopefully you have some positive coping mechanisms you can do, different things to help get your thoughts out and get those feelings out into the world. But that all being said, like I said before, we'll see you guys Monday. Let me see who's actually live right now that we can raid and pass you guys off to. Someone different. I think I'm gonna be raiding the homie Zang. It's been a minute since I've been able to raid him, so I would love to do so. But before we actually do the raid, we have the first raid message for everybody subscribed to the channel, and then here's the second raid message for everybody that isn't. Though do know, subscribed or not, I do appreciate each and every last one of you for coming out. It really does mean a lot, because you guys are giving me the one thing you can never get back, and that is your time. It's worth more than any currency in the world. But yeah, if you're on the YouTube side of things, really appreciate you guys as well. But yeah, we'll either see you guys Friday or Monday. And let me actually start the raid. Hey, you guys take it easy.